Welcome to Traxxas to the Maxx Part 5 in the build series. Last episode, the last video, I installed or bolted in the gearbox and the skid plate. Now the black skid plates, the plastic ones, were gray. They were dyed black just to kind of stay with the theme of all black and blue with silver. So next, today, we've got quite a few parts to install. Now I already switched out, partly assembled the knuckles, these knuckles. These ones we'll do here in a minute. Just your typical wide Maxx arms, brushless drive shafts, aluminum toe links or turnbuckles, whatever you'd like to call them. Here they claim to be 30% lighter than the steel ones and 4 times stiffer than the aftermarket titanium. They're aluminum. There's your part numbers. Front and rear. Stainless steel hinge pin set. And then these are the pivot balls, anodized aluminum. Now, like I said, I already put the first 2 together. They come with these. You do not need these if you are assembling them into these knuckles. These are for the old style knuckles. So I'll go ahead and open this up and open these up, and we'll see what comes in them, and then we'll get going on the assembly. So as I said, you get 4 of the spacers. Now the reason you don't need those is that's what this is. You don't need to double it up. Get your 4 pivot balls that away. So there's what the stock one would be, and that's the aluminum anodized. As far as weight is concerned, I'd say one weighs as much as 3, maybe all 4. Yeah, one might weigh more than all 4. So there's a little bit of weight savings right there. So how these go in, you got your boot, and then the boot retainer. Put that in. Obviously you're going to have to feed the threads through the boot. Trying not to tear the boot. Then the cup side excuse me, the cup side goes in. There's actually a tool that fits that, but an Allen tool works just as well. That tool fits these little raised sections. Thread that all the way in, slide the boot all the way down until it stops. Make sure it's not your tool that's binding, and then back out a half turn. Put the other boot on. And that's that. That's all there is to it. Remember, these are the Revo knuckles because they've got the larger OD bearing in the backside. A little bit heavier duty. Now, take these open. These are for the rear. Alright. 4 rod ends. Paperwork. Tool. 2 nice looking links. And they are pretty darn light. I would assume that the other one is going to be the same. It's normal threads. And this should be reverse threads. That's what makes it a turnbuckle, is that this turns this way and this turns the opposite direction, so that when you turn this and both of these are stationary, just the bar moves. Whereas a normal threaded rod would be, you would only move it where it is in the what do you call it, as it would go further into here, it would come out of here, so it wouldn't change in length. So that's those. Same thing obviously for the front. Paper instructions. And another tool. Another tool. All that out of the way. Alright, so first I will finish off camera putting the toe links here together, and then I will finish putting the knuckles together. Then I will go ahead and put the knuckles and the suspension arms together. It seems to be, at least from my own experience, the easiest way. Get your tool. Shoot it. I collar sheet because it's pink. Spin the arm. That way you don't have to spin the boot. Same thing when you do the bottom. Just spin the arm. So I'll put all 4 of those together, get these assembled, then I'll bolt these on the truck first. Then I'll start putting these, I'll open these up on camera and put the rest of it together on camera. So I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm ready to go ahead and start assembling everything. Now that these parts are all individually assembled. So, just kind of slide some of this stuff out of the way. How I like to assemble them anyway. Flip this bad boy upside down. Put the drive shaft on. Go ahead and put that in there. So now she's mounted. Let's see, this is the back. So this would go like so. Slide the shaft through. Get my hinge pin kit here. suppose be careful when you open it. You don't want to lose all these little clips. 4939X stainless steel. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be a whole lot of different sizes. I don't think there's just uppers and lowers, but there might be. If I remember right. Yep, all 4 uppers have the exact same size. And then there's a different length for the rear lower versus the front lower. Shortest, medium, long. So, and then what I like to do, if I can pick one of these up, I will take these little E clips or C clips or whatever you prefer to call them. They're not brand new. I can slide them on with my fingers, but these are brand new. So what I like to do is use a tool just to press them down against. Like that. And what I like to do is get all of them preset before I slide them in. That way you only have to put one on rather than both. I need to put my face in the middle of the camera. Slide those in. Ooh. Ooh. Nice try. Deal with the bearing later. And then I'll do the same for the bottom, but first, from the other side, because it goes in between and then after, it goes in this hole and then in the space after, you want one that's going to go like so. If you pick the wrong one, you can see it's even longer. Don't need that. That is going to go in the front. So, do the same thing. Oops. Line it up. Oops. On. And there you go. Now I just need to pop the clips on the back side, and then as you can see, the upper arm has movement, so they have little clips that go in there, and I have them, I just don't have them right here. So I will go ahead, well, I didn't put the, again, I'm surprised they didn't come with them, but you do need ball ends for these, and then this will go here, and then to there, that's a short one, That's a short one. So it'll screw here and then in here. So it should be like that. So that'll mount just like that. And if I can pull it off, I'm going to try and get the lettering out, but we'll see. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but we'll see if we can't make it happen. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and see if I've got all those. I should have those. And I should have everything to go ahead and put this all the rest of the way together. And now I can put this in here. So yeah, so as you can tell, what I do not have at this point, I have a body, but it's on order. It is the original brushless Maxx body. However, it is not painted. It's still clear. I'm going to paint it myself with a similar scheme based on how the truck is. I do not have hexes because I do not have wheels, and I have not picked out the motor and speed control setup. I initially got a 2-speed, or this is a 2-speed, and I initially got a 2-channel transmitter, but now that I've decided to go with a 2-speed, I'm going to need a 3-channel. If I'm going to get a 3-channel, I think it's only a couple more bucks to get a 4-channel. The 4-channel actually is a 5-channel, so I just may go that route as far as transmitter is concerned. Still looking for suggestions, as I haven't ordered a speed control and motor setup. So if you haven't made a suggestion, feel free to make it now. I'll be right back with the rest of this all put on, except for possibly these. I'll have to look and see if I have the parts for those. Okay, all together. So those are the tools they provide. The 4 extra. Nope, it's not necessarily the stainless steel. The better the quality, the less magnetic. Let's just say it that way. So, all together, that's the little spacers I was talking about, one on each side. Keeps this from sliding back and forth. Still have bumpers to put on. Still have to pick out motors and speed control. Still have to true up all the suspension once the wheels are on. Have to pick out wheels. Have to paint the body. It's on the way. Have to install the bumpers. These are brushed aluminum. But all in all, getting really close. So check back for the next video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment.